The farmhouse of Nisar, Malik and the family. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I trust you are wonderful, having a wonderful blessed day. Welcome to the village of Malah. On today's vlog, I'm going to take you on a walk towards the river Indus. I will share with you some of the wonderful views. This is all fertile land, arable. It has a beautiful fragrance, and at the moment in the fields are potatoes. When these are freshly delivered, within minutes of being sown from the fields, they taste absolutely magic. So for those of you that are not aware, the village of Mallah is in the area of Chach, which is in excess of 100 villages, and the district is Tokh in the northern part of Pakistan. Malah is on the right hand side of Formuli, which is over there, and Shadi Khan is in that direction. Adjoining villages include Kharakhel, Gari, Matani, Vesa in the distance, and Sirka, which is just over there somewhere. This was the family farm many years ago, and this building has recently appeared. And just on the rear side, this is known as the Tokh, which Tokh sometimes in Urdu means when you hit something, but in this case it means a township, which is now extended with the main part of the village. So told you then takriban joining halat ki. Assalamu alaikum bhai. So as you just saw, village life, a donkey and a cart just wandering along. And when we're off the dopamine kicks, you may think, well, dopamine kicks, what is he talking about? In the UK, unfortunately, many are after the dopamine kicks. The quick car, the quick burger, the quickly doing things, want to watch the football match, want to feel better, etc., etc., which is fairly natural, joking aside. But when you come to a village like this, then it's fairly easy sometimes just to slow down as kids just wander about on their bikes. And the pace of life is much slower, and it gives you time just to think and reflect and just take things more easier. As some kids just like stand by their door and look at this guy with different clothes, and he's holding a camera in his hand, and the kids become serious, and I can hear them speaking in the background saying so as you can see on the walk towards the river Indus, it's very relaxed, it's very quiet. It's about 30 degrees and the river Indus is in that direction, and in the middle of the field there is someone's residence, and a silly cow, very peaceful and quiet. You can perhaps just hear my footsteps and birds tweeting in the background. Pakistan is very famous for its agriculture. 60% of the population is under the age of 30. They are prepared to work very hard, and the labour force consists or has a portion of around about 40.6% that work in agriculture. Pakistan is huge on export for mangoes, orchards of mangoes. It's the 5th largest producer of milk, and did you know that it's the 3rd largest producer of chickpeas? And guess what this is? when it's more moist, there's a very fragrant smell. In the distance, I believe, are some of the houses in Sirka. And a little bit of Pakistan's very own Champs-Élysées, which is known as one of the most famous avenues in the world. And the Champs-Élysées lives in Paris, in France. Very famous for its cafes and restaurants. And part of Sohail Khan Lala's, my uncle's, he's doing thousands and thousands and thousands of potatoes as far as the eye can see. Mga jisa pa mashmanu no signal tlilchidano Malah boa. It's like a fun fair. Tolchidano gadi truck ke trolley ke kili mashman cousins वगैरह दगा से बटोल शादा पके वालाडो a tractor gadi बठारा कच्ची लारे बाने रवानो अबे हालत चेदनो तसिन पगाड़ बम लोब कोले 2 फुट په مخ تلو که 3 فوټ تلونه به ټاس په شاته نه یو ګرمه پراټه رااله چې مخکې مزي. And when the land is then being prepared, بیا چې دنه هوایي ځمکه واړوله and it's ready. And it's just super soft, fine sand. Although I'm not an expert on these things, I'm a halida دا پټې چې دنه بیا به غنمو دپاره تیارېږي. Oh, there's those two. Just one sits and one grazes away. This is Daud Khanala and Wahid Zaman. I think this is their farmhouse. And actually, basically, it's the last farmhouse. That's over by the trees is the edge of the river. So, let's have a look at the view across. So as we approach their final parts, oh subhanallah, oh, it's more like a bog in comparison to all those years ago. Let's go and take a closer look. We're on the edge here. There's a Tez Raftar, and it looks like some boys have come for a party, mashallah. And this doesn't look very healthy, I must admit. And in between, the Gadi Raravan, they have a random car in the middle of nowhere. And look at that. There's just a Jeep. And just on the other side, I've spotted a Jeep just wandering through. I can't even really call it a river, it's more like a bog. So now, what the reason is why it looks like a bog is that if you did not know and you're not aware, is that the Turbela Dam, the world's largest earth-filled dam, is in that direction over there. So what they do is they release the water from the dam and then it flows and it fills up. So da wajah che ubba daga se walari di filal Turbela kena che dena ubba tole bandi. All right. However, sustainability torna che dena da ugai da kachra वगैरह, this is not good. Da che dena sin da para maho da para. Yani natural habitat it is not good. And that is a sign of a fisherman with an electric generator and a tube. So the tube, what fishermen will do is they will swim the river in various directions, and across the water there is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. To the other side, as you see there's a left at that view, it's back into the village of Malah. And I remember these boulders to hold the land strong at the top and stop a landslide. Built, I think, on the late 80s, early 90s. Just some local fishermen, mashallah, waiting to go out to sea. And there we go, some fishermen are already out doing their thing. Beautiful thing in Pakistan, look, a masjid by the sea. I think Rafiq Lala, ले चुनावर कड़वा ले गुने टाइम मके Allah Pak told Ajr worki sochu Allah koru nubane mehnat kai. Turn left at the masjid. Ahoi this mahal ita zara lara da sin. Zara lara da kana. De lara bani se takka tractor par arwan kilina. Ya truck par arwan sin le barawra sidun. Gaba ma. Dil truck vinzolo chabasakol. Mashallah, cattle just at peace under their trees. And here is another farmhouse about 100 feet from the river. Oh, hey, look, comes a little doggy. Looks like he wants a drink of water. Oh, hello. A more manual way of getting water mixed with the liquid from the drum. There'll be some sort of fertilizer. Oh, it smells very strong as well. And there goes the water, look, just going through, right through the other side. And there is the labourer. And when he will want to change the direction of the water, all he will do is just open up that piece of land, and the water then directs in a different way. Demonstration. There we go. The water is now being redirected. A very manual, labour intensive task. MashaAllah. Solitary bike rider, a labourer from the fields, just gently rides back to the village. And MashaAllah, in the distance, this looks pretty. Seems as if a home is under development with lights and possibly security cameras. MashaAllah. And it's on the way back into the village. And there is a guy just sprinkling something into the fields. Just turn left. Like a shortcut there. Baki kili chidano. Have a side to the Adda is in that direction. So I was expecting more at the River Indus. However, the Turbela organizations have stopped the water flowing at this time of year, and it's a fairly quiet Friday afternoon as we walk back into the village. Please remember to subscribe, like and share with your family and your friends, and from wherever you're watching in the world, have a wonderful, blessed day. Assalamu alaikum.